Welcome to In Him Prosperity Faith Power Podcast. These podcasts are designed to encourage you and inspire you to walk in every single promise that God has given you. Being in God's presence, do you not feel good? Every time we set our things aside, things that we have to do aside, and we get in God's presence, during that time we feel good, and even afterwards, do we feel like we have wings? Do we have a different perspective on life? When we are we're praising God and we're worshiping Him, whether it be at church, at home, in your car, wherever it may be, do you not feel good in your spirit, in your body, in all your whole being just feels better? You know why? Because you already know Him. God knew you. We knew God before we were even born. We quote this scripture all the time, Jeremiah 1:5. And this is what he said. Listen, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. Wow. Don't believe that? Let me give you another scripture. Let me give you Galatians 1:15. But when he who had set me apart before I was born, who called me by his grace. We already know Him. You know why our spirit bears witness and our body lines up and our mind lines up when we get in God's presence and we feel so much better? Because before we were even born, we were with Him. He already knew us. We already know Him. Then He sent us to earth and say, look, I want you to choose me at your own will. But in order to know me, to remember who I am, you need to get in my presence. Even David said it. David said it in Psalm 71:6. Upon you I have learned from before my birth. Hello? You are He who took me from my mother's womb. My praise is continually of you. Y'all, let's get in His presence. We already know Him. You need direction in your life? Get in His presence. You need to know Him more. Is it more to just going to church and serving and going to work and coming home dealing with issues of life? Yeah, there is more than that. There's peace. There's peace beyond our own understanding. There's direction. There's people that He's already assigned to you. You have a tribe that you need to tell about Jesus Christ. Whether you are watering, whether you're planting, you get to chill, sit back, and allow Him to increase in your life. Get in His presence. You tell this flesh, nope, I don't care how you feel, this is what we're going to do. And when you do that, you know you feel better because you already know Him. He already knows you. He's longing for that time with you. He loves you because He knows you love Him. Show it. He's good. Y'all know He's good. So take this time, meditate on these scriptures, get in His presence, and watch Him do some things that you never even thought possible. You only dreamt about. So, as usual, may God strengthen you and bless everything that you touch. Welcome to In Him Prosperity Faith Power Podcast.